Hi everyone, welcome to the business case of the week, where this week we're celebrating the value of Demandbase. I'll be walking through how a Demandbase rep would bring their value proposition to life using a business case built on Simbi. So imagine I'm a Demandbase rep about to have a call with a prospect. I'd start on an initial qualification or discovery call and generate a business case from a template to start to build a value hypothesis with a prospect. Now, Demandbase unifies GTM teams around account intelligence and helping B2B companies identify, engage, and close high-value opportunities. Now, as a starting point, I've identified my prospects' challenges through discovery, and I've made a note of them here. Now I can go on to discuss the value of Demandbase and what value it can bring them. The first of our outcomes speaks to the profits seen from increasing win rates and pipeline generation. The baseline increase in win rate we're seeing here comes from Demandbase's account intelligence tools. We can then translate this into an uplift across all deals closed per month and what the financial value of that might be. And I can actually jump into the breakdown of each of these calculations to show what exactly is going into this. And you can see that new lead close rate at the end here. Now, to show my prospect what their situation might look like, I can jump into the variable section and change these numbers to reflect their metrics. And the charts will actually show their specific numbers. So maybe if I want to increase the number of sellers, reduce the lead volume, maybe reduce their close rate, and maybe they have a higher deal size, you can see that now the chart is changed to reflect what their specific situation is and then the uplift that they might see. Of course, if you've integrated Simbi with your CRM, this data would be pulled in automatically from your transcripts and deal notes by our AI agents. Another area of value would be the increase in pipeline generation. And so here we're showing a 25% uplift in leads with Demandbase. Now, this is something that I might want to make more conservative. And so I can actually just jump into the outcome calculation and maybe reduce this to just a 20% uplift. And so you can see that's actually reduced the uplift and the financial value. Let's look at two more critical value drivers involved in time savings. Now, Demandbase reduces the time spent on marketing activities, cutting both reporting time and list building. And we can actually show how that time can be valued here into the productive hours saved by marketers. Secondly, there's also productivity savings for sellers too, which we might want to customize in the outcome calculation section, where we might want to show a larger increase in the hours saved. And so as I change that, you can see the chart will change to reflect. Beyond direct productivity and revenue benefits, Demandbase also helps you avoid third-party software costs. And so by consolidating various tools, we can visualize and actually quantify the benefits of that tool consolidation to show what the overall benefit will be. Our pricing structure includes a SaaS license fee per year, a 4K monthly professional services cost, and a one-time implementation fee, which only applies to year one of the business case. This then brings us to a really compelling ROI, configured to my prospects' numbers and based off their specific TCO, with some ramping applied to take into consideration the implementation time and the time to value. Now, in the exec summary, I can generate a short introduction with AI along with the key points of the business case, which will speak about how Demandbase will address those customer pain points which I've already identified. Now, before sharing this, I might want to actually brand the business case to my prospect's color scheme and add that logo into the top left corner to replace the Demandbase logo. This is really transferring ownership of the business case from me, the rep, onto my champion. At this point, I can share it with a prospect by email and collaborate directly with them on the business case. Now, I want to emphasize that all the information about Demandbase, including value drivers and pricing, comes from publicly available sources. And what we've explored today is a value hypothesis showing what Demandbase business case might look like on Simbi. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed.